Good morning, Dubai. Ramadan Kareem. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all the trending stories that everyone in Dubai has talked about. Today, we have news about Eid al-Fitr, which is likely to fall at the beginning of May. We'll bring you all of that very shortly.
We'll also be talking about the fact that parents are complaining of lengthy waiting time and traffic on the first day back to school in Dubai.
It's just not what you want. Also, breaking news. Al Baik is hinting its next Dubai location is possibly a mall, and people are sending their guesses in. It's going viral again.
That's interesting. And we'll also be talking about Emirates is selling art by people of determination for an important reason.
But something else before we get into all of that, I want to get your thoughts on. I especially want to get your thoughts, Simran.
Yes.
There is a new piece of technology that allows you to put a microchip into your hand to then pay for things.
Wow. I mean, I heard.
So fake. Do you not think that's crazy?
It's insane. It's just not the level of technology I want for myself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair. Okay. I think you're just like, wow. Like everyone has that. It's like, no, they're
No.
like you don't need your. So like it's things have just moved so quickly. Like first it was cash, and then you have a card to pay for everything, and now I'm only just getting into the fact that your phone can do it.
Exactly.
And then I see people with their watches, and I'm like, you're a different level. And now there's going to be people with microchips.
Imagine getting a brain microchip.
That would be a whole new level.
That's so funny.
Too.
But yeah, I mean,
would you get it right now?
I would never in my life. Like I can't even imagine of the consequences it might have on your body just having a microchip inserted in there. It's just weird. Like all the electrons.
I don't know, but it's a microchip. So these operate by microchip. Let us put on our scientific caps. This operates by a microchip. I don't think it's going to be like sending weird, things around your body. I think it's just a simple little chip.
No, but what if there's a malfunction in the chip? What if the chip breaks off and all those chemicals within the chip or something just get dissolved by your bloodstream? I don't know. It's just like whole load of possibilities, which I just don't want.
I think where science could go, I think this is a really small step that actually makes me think, oh, it's just like my phone. So, weirdly, although this is totally crazy that I might eventually just be able to pay with my hand, at the same time, I nearly think like it's just like an extended phone. So I'm kind of okay with it.
But it's inside your body. I mean,
I know, but like the amount of stuff I put on my body in terms of beauty, like
inside.
I know, but I spend ridiculous amounts of money on face care. I have no idea what's in it. But someone's like, "Oh, this is going to make you less wrinkly." I'm like, but like I don't know.
I mean, yeah, of course, those fillers and all those things that you inject inside. Okay, fine, that's a fact. And then Elon Musk is thinking of taking this a step further, and he's introduced Neuralinks. So these are brain chips that you insert inside your brain, and you can. It's like Google Home, right? So instead of Alexa controlling things around your home, you can control it, like turning the lights on, turning the lights off, the radio on, music off.
That's the next step that I'm not comfortable with. That's gone to the other level where I'm like, with my brain, how does that work?
Interesting. And it can like stimulate brain activity. I mean, that's what it says. Yeah, you can stimulate and it's like Fitbit in your skull. I would never do it, but
like a great marketing campaign. Fitbit in your skull,
right?
So you wouldn't do it?
But I would want to watch. It's oh my god! Imagine someone who has this transplant in their brain, and they travel back like hundreds of years, and someone sees that. I don't know. Maybe time travel will become a thing later on, and that's what old people that's what people back in the day saw as aliens. People with just really good technology.
I don't know. So like really big brains. I don't know if we're going to have capability for time travel.
But like we can already move things with our brains.
I think as soon as this actually works and it's proven to not like decombust in your skull, I imagine it will just be like a whole new game changer. Everybody like Meta. Who needs Meta when I can literally turn on my AC at home with my brain?
Yeah.
But before we get into all of that, it is the holy month of Ramadan, and Eid al-Fitr has been potentially announced, and it's likely to fall on May 2, as predicted by the Emirates Astronomical Society, EAS. They announced it yesterday, according to WAM.
And now, Ibrahim Al-Jarman, EAS board chairman, said the first day of Shawwal in the Islamic calendar is predicted to fall on Monday, May 2nd, 2022. The moon sighting committee will convene to confirm the official starting date.
So, of course, as always, we will need to wait for the moon sighting committee at that time. However, we can still potentially plan our date. So if the first day of Eid is May 2, the UAE will get a 5-day break that begins from Saturday, working day Saturday, April 30 until May 4. However, if Ramadan lasts for 29 days, with Eid beginning on May 1, residents will then get a 4-day break starting from Saturday until Tuesday. So starting back work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that would be a 3-day week. So that's kind of what we're looking at, but it's still a nice break to end the holy month. It's a family time. People will get together. You look confused.
No, I was like, calculating the days. Yeah, it sounds about right. Yes.
Sounds about what we deserve, I would say.
We deserve the full week off, including the 2 weekends before and the 2 weekends after.
2 weekends before?
Sorry, the weekend before and the weekend after.
Yeah, 100%. Why not? 9-day
that's
break.
Like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Imagine a 9-day break. I feel like our souls deserve this.
A 9-day break?
Yeah. No,
I mean, it would be nice.
Only.
So would a 3-month break, but that's probably not going to happen.
Oh my God, a 1-year break? That's too much. It's like, might as well be fired in that case. You know,
I'll just go on gardening leave. Speaking of people who cannot be fired because they are studying every single day.
Yes. Now we move on to our next story. Parents are complaining of lengthy waiting time and traffic on the first day back to school in Dubai. Now, it's back to the grind for schoolgoers as spring break officially ended on Monday, April 11th, which was in the beginning of this week. And with mixed emotions, students are returning to all the action and are buzzing to catch up with their teachers and friends. So as campuses see their eager beavers return, roads are seeing the same level of traffic and activity as before. And some concerned parents have even taken to social media to alert Dubai's Roads and Transport Authority (RTA) about the lengthy waiting periods and heavy congestion around school zones.
So what's happened is the Dubai mum has reached out to RTA and voiced her concern over pickups and drop-offs to Nord Anglia School, where access has been closed off and kids are still spending apparently 1.5 hours either way getting to and from school while fasting. So you can imagine parents in this situation are in uproar.
Exactly. So, of course, she tweeted this and she mentioned the KHDA and RTA, to which RTA promptly responded with a solution and informed the mom that the contractors working in the area have been informed to urgently consider the traffic flow and provide access for the vehicles passing nearby at the mentioned area to avoid any delays. So the contractors in the areas were informed to take the necessary action.
And so in case you've been living under a rock, the big news is schools are back. Teachers had to go back after spring break. By the way, if you know anything about me, I used to be a teacher and therefore I'm friends with a lot. And I look at their Instagram and they've just been traveling to these amazing places. They have time, but they're back at work. So if you live or pass through school zones, leave your house a little earlier and map out your journey well in advance to reach your destination on time, because people are seeing a little bit of peak traffic at those peak hours. Have you noticed it?
I mean, yes, I have. On Al Khail Road, I have seen, in comparison to like last week, there is a bit more traffic. But you made a fair point.
What was my fair point?
Like, now that Expo has ended, the traffic has just reduced by a landslide.
Dramatically. I'm finding pre-Expo, when all the kids had kind of returned to school, I think the traffic at that point was really just on a whole other level. And we weren't used to it because obviously for a year and a half, we had clear roads. So it was kind of like getting used to and adjusting back to kind of what school traffic might look like. Then Expo happened and we totally forgot about the school traffic. We dealt with Expo traffic and we dealt with difficulty getting taxis at that time. But in my personal opinion, and I get taxis twice a day, since Expo has ended, literally the next day there was a switch, there was a flip. And it's been so much easier to get taxis at any hour of the day. You know, even at the weekend, you know, I'm booking a taxi, I don't need to book it 40 minutes in advance.
That's so true.
And I'm not jumping between Uber and Cream trying to like, who's gonna get here first, you know? Like, it's just really reduced dramatically, I think.
Oh my God. I noticed there was a difference, like I didn't have to wait as long, but now I see it's post-expo. So, I mean, yeah, amazing point. Didn't even notice
it's
that.
so interesting because I didn't know that it would teeter off so quickly and so dramatically. This is just what I have noticed.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just hyper aware of Expo ending, and then I just feel like it's slightly quieter. But therefore, school traffic now seems to be just like a blip. I'm down with it.
Let's talk about school traffic again. But of course, this happens every year. I mean, like you're back to school after the summers. You're back to school after spring. You're back to school after winter. So like the first week of being back to school is always the most difficult.
100%. So teachers, kids, we feel you. Hope you had a really nice holiday, by the way. Moving on to our next story. Al-Baik is hinting its next location, and it's possibly a mall in Dubai. Have the stars aligned? Saudi Arabia's most popular fast food joint, and undoubtedly one of the most popular in the region, is using Instagram to tease us with a new Dubai location.
Now, Al-Baik, some think it's overrated, some love its pride, goodness, and others love the nostalgia it brings them. Its first location opened in the Dubai Mall, and its second was at Expo 2020 Dubai, speaking of which, and now all eyes are on where the third might be.
Okay, so the tease is not that teaserific, to be honest. All they say is we're getting closer. Can you guess where we're opening next? The hint, it's in Dubai. And a mere 24 hours later, we think Dubai residents have actually figured it out. So Nicola Ellegard on Twitter, she guesses this will happen in MOE. And then she also said good luck with queue management in the food court. Because as you know, once Al-Baik opens, it's like a whole new city just arrives to test it out and to trial it. Big Hass also, local radio RJ, he also has guessed MOE.
I mean, RJs always have the inside information, so you know what? I feel like it is Mall of the Emirates. It's confirmed.
But sometimes when you have the insider information, you don't make it public, right? Because if he knew and if he dropped that, you know, little bit of knowledge, people would be like, oh, he knew. I don't know.
Shall we
I'm opening up the account.
hinder our guesses on this? I would say Mall of the Emirates. Because
Okay.
the people know.
I'm going to go outsider bet will be Ibn Battuta Mall, and I'll tell you why. One, first of all, it's long enough for those queues, right? They're going to have a really good queue management system. It's the longest mall, I think, in the world, like that way. So in terms of a queue, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Second of all,
Starts in Africa, ends in the food court.
ends in the Persian food court. Second of all, In-N-Out Burger, which is an American fast food place. They did this trial once, and it was like a pop-up once, no, twice. And they used it in Battuta.
I remember
and it
you
was
were
just
going
crazy
crazy
surge.
over that.
Yeah, I've never had Al-Baik or In-N-Out, but I talk about them all the time. But I just feel like they bring in these interesting. So maybe my bet is Ibn Battuta Mall.
Ibn Battuta? Okay. Let's see.
I was also there yesterday, so it's top of mind.
Oh, okay.
But it's very long. It's a long walk.
So you've just given a very random guess. I'm going to go with the people.
Someone's going Abu Dhabi. That J guy says, finally, please tell me you'll start delivering in JLT. Someone else. Then the next question is like, Abu Dhabi when? As though Abu Dhabi is confirmed. Confirmed. It's happening in...
Oh. Okay, I would say the Dubai Hills Mall now.
Can't change.
But you said two guesses.
I've guessed one, and then two, and then three. I've made it three.
Okay, fine. My third guess and yours... No, my second guess and your third guess are aligned. Dubai Hills Mall.
And what's your third guess?
I don't have a third guess. It's either MOE or Dubai Hills Mall.
Very confident?
Yep. Okay, guys, moving on to our last and final story. Emirates is selling art by people of determination for an important reason. Now, Emirates always pulls out all the stops when it comes to their signature Ramadan iftar boxes. They use it to tell a story, to spread awareness literally to the whole world, and it definitely impresses those on the flights. Now, this year, Emirates has partnered up with the artists from the Mawahib Art Studio to design this year's Ramadan meal boxes. And guess what? The artists are all people of determination.
So Emirates has once again invited artists of determination to design the Ramadan meal boxes. And then they are also proudly exhibiting their masterpieces on the Emirates official store this month. And they're on sale, so you can actually go online to find them.
And you can also support the artists of determination by purchasing their artwork through the Emirates official store. Now, Mawahib is a Dubai-based non-profit art studio dedicated to people of determination who are 18 years and above, and they create phenomenal art pieces and artwork which continue to show the world that disability doesn't define limits.
And amazingly, all of the proceeds from the art will, of course, go back to the Mawahib and support its operations to help keep its diverse programs for people of determination running. The studio provides them with tools, medium space, and also inspiration needed so they can nurture and grow their talents.
Love that.
Love it. Like, I love, Emirates is international airline and one of the best in the world.
Of course.
And then the fact that they kind of look to homegrown spaces to grow them and nurture them. And of course, giving all the proceeds back so then that the space can also grow and develop. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's so literally like so thoughtful, as in like, okay, we have to make iftar boxes. How do we make those count as well? How do we put thought behind that as well? And then reaching out to these centers and partnering up with them. It's just so thoughtful, Casey.
It's thoughtful, and it's just giving back to the city, right? Because it's like, when we become something really big in comparison to Emirates.
Lovin Airlines.
When we have Lovin Airlines, I really hope that when we are this massive news organization, you always want to, cultivate the city you're in. You hope that the city you're in grows. So to just always give back when you can. It's like that started from the bottom. Now we're here. So then they look back. I think it's amazing. But I think it's a nice little pay it back moment.
It really is. So since we spoke of Eid, what Eid plans, Casey?
Eid plans, well, it still depends on the days, right? However, it's my mum's and my boyfriend's birthday within like a couple of days.
Oh.
Which falls like in those days, so it's going to be expensive.
Oh.
Because I'll be treating both of them. And then you have that awkward thing of like, okay, so then Jamie, and then what do you do with mom? And then you have to like make sure that they're both happy. So it's actually a stressful time. What about you?
Oh my God. But so party time for you.
What about you?
Because my leaves didn't get approved.
Okay, so Simran's doing nothing for Eid, really nothing?
No. I mean, now that my leaves got approved, I am traveling, getting out of here.
Interesting, you put things out of the show. Your hair looks nice, by the way.
Thanks. Yes, I cut my hair myself the other day and got it fixed yesterday.
So if you watched the show yesterday, we discussed Simran's hair in lengthy detail. Hope you like the fun. And then Simran ends up at a salon later on Lovin Dubai getting her hair done.
So they fixed it and just made it super short, which is not my style. So I'm going to get extensions and just fix it right up, make it the normal length that it was before I decided to.
Nice little salon experience you had there, Simran.
Thank you.
Was it nice? Tell me about it.
Was it nice? It was so good. So it was this new salon that opened up at Business Bay. It's called I Love Me. I Love Me. I thought it was I Love Middle East, but it's I Love Me.
Ah, cute.
And the store launched, and these are two celebrity makeup artists who opened the store together, and it's their baby. And it was so sweet, the whole thing that happened yesterday, like just the like how they were literally in tears when they were inaugurating the the salon. It was just like, that's so sweet. And you put in your hard work and effort when you finally see it manifest.
It's so true, because when I watch the stories, when people like cut the ribbon, it's like, oh. But here, they cut the ribbon and they just had this amazing moment of like hugging. And then, now, after your hair trauma yesterday, are you happy with your do? By the way, she looks phenomenal today. She's got a fancy glow. It looks amazing.
This is the best they could do after the way I spoiled my hair, but I'll just get extensions. Anyway, but I just wanted to say yesterday.
Manifesting extensions now. If anyone has extensions, Simran has Lovin Dubai Instagram account just to pop it up, so just get in touch.
Oh my God.
We'll both get them.
You don't need them. Your hair's flawless. But I'll tell you, yesterday was all about women empowerment. Just like the way all the ladies were hugging and having such a good time. It was like women power at its best.
I love female entrepreneurs. I think it's amazing, especially I think we're in the city for it. I think there's more entrepreneurship in Dubai than any other city. I feel like it just has that kind of buzz where you feel like you can do anything and you can achieve anything, and that is usually down to the incredible city that we're in and what we see achieved on a daily basis. So on that fine note, we're off to get hair extensions. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Stay safe and wash your hands. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.